Hello everybody, this is Count Christo. Welcome back to the Red Tide campaign. Here we are, the Soviet Union, in the glorious game of HOI3. I need to tab out, make sure I'm definitely recording. I'll have to take a second when I tab back in here. You know, I've had problems with this recently, so I apologise for just making absolutely sure there. I wonder why it takes so long to tab back into HOI3. Anyhow, I have been reminded in between this episode and the previous one that I recorded that I had agreed to not declare war on Germany until after the winter of 40. So, I think we will be declaring war next. More efficient laws? It's the heavy industry focus. And as I recall, sorry, my lungs are going. If we switch to this one, it makes it much worse, our economy. This means you have to start spending crazy amounts of stuff on civilian goods. So we're not going to do that. We are mobilised at peace. Now, if they declared war on us when we weren't mobilised, we still outnumber them 4-1 on the front line. So, I think, as long as we keep a close eye on the front line, we don't really need to be mobilised right now. I don't understand what mobilisation actually hurts. Like, does it increase our consumer good percentage? Or, I don't know. Where can you see your consumer goods percentage? Like how much you need to spend on consumer goods? Apparently we need loads for reinforcement right now. It's probably because we just mobilised. I think... Why are we mobilised? We're mobilised because I was about to declare war. Right, we were about to execute this plan. Which, by the way, let's just take off the screen for now. I think... Why have I got so many unattached guys? Oh no. Did my order of battle get deleted? Or did I delete my order of battle at the when I was getting everything organised? That's right. We're gonna do the order of battle once we had everyone on the front. I think that's a smart play. It's gonna make the outliner a little bit ugly. Let's just turn off land units for now. Okay. I'm gonna demobilise. We don't want war. We're a peaceful lot. That didn't make my consumer goods go down by much at all. So I'm really not sure what that's about. We're going to produce just enough supplies. We're going to get these upgrades done. And I imagine, yeah, there you go. Reinforcements just tanked. 20 organisation. That seems huge. Romania is mobilising. That's interesting. I feel like they're going to declare war on us. For the motherland, we just be in a war with them. We have to get 20% surrender progress to get Great Patriotic War. So we're not going to do that. Okay. Insurgent research, infantry, warfare, and mass assault. Remember the days when mass assault's useful. Unlike HOI. Okay, let's keep doing all this research. Nuclear research is ticking along. Nice. Runway catering efficiency up. Good. IC being wasted. Right, okay, turns out we do need quite a bit more supplies than we were using. Okay. I've got just a little bit of unrest. What's it called? Dissent. Dissent is what it's called. So let's just burn consumer goods for a single day. Let's get rid of that. Medium tank fuel advance, twin engines. Germany has conquered Norway. Okay. I don't think I noticed that happening. Right, do we have a reserve? Infantry reserve? It's tank reserve. Tank reserve. It's a tank reserve. It's probably another tank reserve. Yeah, okay. So we need some infantry. So we'll find places with 5 guys on the front. And we will steal some of them. And the next wave of guys can all be deployed up there. That's really bad. If they declared war on us right now, it would be a bit of a pain to hold Finland, to say the least. Did we build land forts? Or are we building land forts? I think we're building land forts. Is that right? God, we're building a lot of infantry right now. Like a lot. This is a lot of infantry. Let's check out our infantry practical. It's probably getting pretty good. Well, yeah, infantry practical 16. It's out of 20, I think. It's pretty crazy good. But that does seem like a lot of infantry. And I want these land forts built. Oh, this is just one line of infantry. I must be building a specific number of infantry for some reason. Oh, and these infantry are more expensive because it's when you start building them that the cost is calculated. So we shouldn't have built. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting something important from a previous session, but I'm going to cancel these because we don't want to spend 9 industrial capacity on infantry. We want to spend 7.5. It's much more efficient. Really, the cost should go down as your infantry practical goes up, but you know what you're going to do. Infantry forts. Land forts are near the bottom of the list. Why do I seem to have so much more in my queue than I could possibly afford right now? I think I must have queued up those infantry so that we could go to 5 on each province. I don't know, 5 on each province seems a bit excessive to me now. Medium bomb advance. Which gives TAC and naval up. We're not using tactical bombers. Why am I doing this? Why am I researching medium bombers? We don't need TAC or naval, right? Oh, or no, it is TAC that I'm using, not close air support. That's right. Cool. That's fine then. Jungle warfare equipment, nice. Stab in the back. The leadership of Italy has assured America their desires for peace. Italy has decided it's our time. Excuse me? You're not at war, right? Yeah? No. They are now embargoing Germany, though. Germany has conquered Belgium. Oh, right, they're still at war with France. Okay, cool. This is one of the reasons that I'm not allowed to go to war with Germany. Because if we went to war with them now, they'd be so distracted by the French front that we'd get a big advantage. Fuel tank advances, excellent. Ahead of time on first aid and combat medicine, okay. First aid... I can see combat medicine. Combat medicine and small arms. Where's combat medicine? Oh, there it is. I'm just being an idiot. We can do 41 tech. Oh, it's time for computing machine. Put that straight to the top. And education. That needs to be as a top priority research. We want that done now. We want that done months ago, in fact. Also, spy organization and supply transportation, and probably repair rate is going to become important once the war starts. Let's get those at the top of the queue. The assassination of Leon Trotsky. Hell yes. Infantry support weapons. Presumably that's the ahead of time one. Indeed. And the light artillery. Yeah, there we go. Do we need amphibious attacks for Marines? Not yet. Allows construction of paratroopers. Let's put it in the list. I don't know if we're going to power drop. I've no idea how paratrooping works really in this game, so we'll see. Our anti-tanks are apparently woefully out of date. Because we're not using any. I've no idea if that works in HOI3, just not using anti-tank. We should get some basic anti-tank tech. Even if we're not going to build it, I want to be able to build it in a hurry if I suddenly feel the need the anti-tank. Land doctrine, anything we do here? Not doing big tank. Well, we could do with some Blitzkrieg and Schwerpunkt, probably, to help with our tanks, because we have got quite a few tanks. But they're really expensive. Let's do those if and when we feel like we have some spare time on our research. Okay, for now, we need to garrison this border, which, of course, is... Wow, they've suddenly started massing men on our border. That makes me very uncomfortable, Hitler, just so you know. This is the next tank corps we can start building over here. I'm not happy about this sudden massing of men on my border, Hitler. We're going to have some words. Alright, E5. Sorry, E4. No, wrong ones. Second Corps can be commanded from here. Can attack to the Baltic Army. Out of range. Oh wow, right, because the Baltic Army is all the way down there. Okay, never mind. You can actually just attach directly to the Scandinavian theatre. I think that should be fine. Infantry. Okay, so we are at least researching some good infantry anti-tank weapons, even if I haven't been researching, you know, proper anti-tank weapons. That makes me feel a bit better about the situation. Actually, you two detach, and you lot detach, and you can go under. the Third Corps. Which, you know, why not? Let's make an army. Which can back off a bit. And the Corps as well can back off a bit. Oh wait, you can move here. Alright, we better garrison that province as well. The Corps can just go with the army. Alright, where's the infrastructure? Yeah, all these places. Okay, so we need to defend these 3 and these 2. So it's a 5-tile border, it's not that bad. Is Germany massing troops on my other border? Yep, they have double the number of infantry they have on my border. That is concerning. Now that France is collapsing, I mean, we're their next target. Should we be mobilized right now? Perhaps. I have got, you know, some men down here. We should check, actually, yeah. None of these guys should have any generals. We'll need the generals on the other front. Any of you? Yeah, you. And I will be assigning generals manually to my other front, I think. And we have just bare bones defense over here, right? Yeah. Thing is, we have auto-assigning on, theoretically. So it's possible these guys will just get put back. It should be annoying. But hopefully... Oh, there's so... No, okay, no, I'm not doing that. There's too many. There's too many to disband. Okay. Right, I had the battle plan hidden, didn't I? Ahead of time on guerrilla warfare and... What's the other one? Fighter pilot training. The bottom 2. Surprise, surprise. Units import supply. All these guys up here. Okay, well, let's whack some infrastructure in this area. It's just very poor. There's already a pretty great corridor up to here. Let's see if level 3 infrastructure is going to be enough. Coming down from that good corridor. What is it? Capital I to add infrastructure. Yeah. No, that's industry. Whoops. Right, let's cancel those. Which you can't do from the province screen, which is a shame. No, don't cancel that. Yeah, cancel that and that. What is it then to build infrastructure? Little I? It's F, non-capital F. Okay, so we might as well connect from down here to get up there. Okay. Hopefully that will help with that poor supply situation. Nuclear research. Nice. Allows research of isotope separation. Should we start this ahead of time? No, because I'll have that annoying pop-up up there the whole time. We should get going on all of this. Massive more numbers. Bulgaria joins the Axis. We should indeed watch the situation closely. France hasn't capitulated yet, which is interesting. HOI3, they definitely would have capitulated by now. Alright, let's beef up the men up here. 3 a tile seems like enough to me. Why is there a military police up here? Oh, right, because Finland still has resistance, of course. 3 a tile seem like enough to you? They've got 6 right there. Let's go to 4. Okay. And I think what we will do is just have 4-man corps to make it simpler. You can all attach to the 3rd Army, which will get named momentarily. 3rd Army. So the 3rd Army. Oh, and we still only have 2 here. Okay, let's beef that up. If you lot could. Yeah, there we go. And the 3rd Army is in fact the North Finnish Defence Force. Cool. Awesome. Which should itself then attach to the Scandinavian Theatre. Great. Which could come up here. In fact, no. Why don't you see if you're in range of the Western Theatre? They are indeed. Might as well just put them under the Western Theatre at that point. Still can't delete this guy for some baffling reason, even though I swear this is all Western Theatre land. No idea why the Scandinavian Theatre still has land. This isn't Scandinavian, is it? This is all under whatever you're under. Eastern Theatre. Yep, definitely all Eastern Theatre. And yet, can't delete Scandinavian. Weird. Anyhow, to keep the time ticking, we are, since we trained all this new infantry, we are now a little bit low on officer count. Let's take a moment. No, let's not, actually. We will take a moment to ramp up our officers after we get Education 3. Germany's enforced the fall of France, the Vichy regime. England has decided they're our finest hour. So England is readying for a desperate defence. Artillery sights is ahead of time. Get rid of that. More units available for deployment. Tank ready for this guy, who's going about here, as I recall. Oh, so close. And new infantry. Well, let's concentrate the infantry around where we want to make the initial pushes, which is Romania and Königsberg. More efficient laws, heavy industry, right. They are putting more men on my border. Not a huge number, though. Would they accept a non-aggression pact? Can we even do that? Yeah. No, they wouldn't. Okay. I figured maybe a temporary non-aggression pact might allow me to feel a bit more comfortable about not being mobilised right now. Medium tank armour. Ahead of time, naturally. We're going to need some... Whoa! Those upgrades are a little pricey, eh? Good lord. All those tank ones are going to be ahead of time. Yep. Cool. Icy wasted on reinforcement. Just keep it all on upgrades. Radar advance allows the construction of radar stations. Awesome. So we're going to want to do some of those. Oh right, production. All that infrastructure for Finland is top priority. In fact, all infrastructure is top priority, followed by anti-aircraft guns and air bases. We need to get our war preparations done rather than our industrial capacity and our actual troops. I think we need to get this. We need to get the land ready for war. We spent a lot of industry making our army ready for war. We need to make this land ready for war now. Am I content with this setup? I think I am, yes. Let's back off the army one more tile just to make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Armoured car advance. I really don't know what that does, to be honest. Our consumer goods need risen a bit. It's because I locked this one too high. There we go. Just keep that as high as possible, not locked. More ahead of time research. Armoured car guns. We can get rid of that. Tactical air command is going ahead. Good. That radar tech. We are pressing on with the next tier. Good. How are we doing on those upgrades? This should be, yeah, it's ticking down how much we need pretty rapidly, so. Mobile Warfare Advance, very nice. Faster HQs, 10% more breakthrough, and 4% masterful breakthrough. I think that means a 4% chance, or a 4% increased chance, of using the tactic masterful breakthrough, but I'm not entirely certain. Reorganization of the War Ministry. More leadership, but more dissent. Yeah, I'll take it. That means we're going to have to spend a lot on consumer goods for a little bit, but we get more... what's the word? More research and stuff done, and I think research is the priority over industry. I could be wrong, but that's just my feeling. Bridging equipment advance. That's going to be great for pushing through central Germany. Lots of good rivers. Operational lever and bridging, both ahead of time. Okay, looks like we're running out of stuff to do this year, but it's almost next year. So, hey ho, the cycle begins again. So, as soon as it's next year, there we go. The Lend-Lease Act. The Lend-Lease agreements were agreements for the transfer of war supplies, including food, machinery, services, to nations whose defence was considered vital for the defence of the United States in World War II. The Lend-Lease Act, passed in 1941 by the US Congress, gave the President the power to sell, transfer, lend, or lease such war materials. Harry Hopkins was appointed March 1941 to administer Lend-Leasing. In September 1933, the Lend-Lease was incorporated into the Foreign Economic Administration under Leo T. Crowley. In September 1945, it was transferred to the Department of State Lend-Lease and was originally intended for China and countries of the British Empire. In November, the USSR was included, and by the end of the war, practically all allies of the United States had been declared eligible for Lend-Lease aid. Excellent, which means the US likes us, but I imagine they still hate us, right? Because we full annexed Finland? Yeah, minus 40 still. But, I mean, I might as well request Lend-Lease. We need to be at war, of course. Okay, it's 41. We're getting as much of this done as we can. We need more supplies, less reinforcement. The undeclared war. Cool. Which means the USA is now attacking German ships. Lots of tech advances. Although, of course, they're not actually. They're just, you know, losing some neutrality or something. I see wasted. Good. Finally beginning to get these upgrade numbers down. Which means we can start banging out some of that infrastructure that I've wanted. Let's prioritize the infrastructure over forts. And in fact, let's prioritize anti-air over forts, because really I don't know. And the air bases too. Whoops, I missed one there. Can I tell how much of an air force you have? I don't believe I can. Maybe through intelligence? Send some spies over to Germany for me. And you can just work on their national unity a bit. Sure. Should already, no, they've got 100 national unity. Never mind. Focus on some military espionage. Can I tell anything about their army? It doesn't look like it. They're just about to get nuclear research done. That's worrying. They're building lots of radar stations as well. Romania has joined the Axis. That is interesting. Excuse me? Finnish nationalists. That's a new one. We've lost the Battle of Junker. Ah, right, because our military police are just military police brigades, which are worthless. Is that right? But he's a militia. Militias are okay at defending, I guess. Okay, in which case, first off, our production's going nuts. Well, dealing with the Finnish nationalists, I believe, will have to take place in the next episode. We're going to probably... what we should have done is had one infantry corps just spread out across Finland, ready to deal with them. I honestly thought the military police would be able to deal with them, but... oh, yeah, okay, 0 attack. Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyhow, we'll deal with this small Finnish uprising in the next episode. Till then, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.